A group of parents of autistic children are taking the Campbell government to court. They're angry that it's still refusing to fund early intervention treatment for autism, even though 2 courts have ruled that the government must provide it. The government now wants to take the case to the Supreme Court of Canada, and the parents are getting fed up. Jazz Johal has more.
She didn't think it would come down to this. Jean Lewis reads through court documents that were filed this morning against the BC government. She's one of 23 angry parents who are suing Victoria because they won't pay for autism treatment for their children.
We've had 2 court rulings in our favor, and now the government is saying that they will not apply that remedy to all of the kids that were in the case.
Painting. Yeah, look.
Each day her son Aaron goes through 5 hours of low-VAS therapy. It's a labor-intensive method of breaking everything a child needs to learn down to its simplest component. Without it, Aaron would be a completely different person. This one-on-one highly effective therapy costs between $30,000 to $60,000 a year. Parents say it's medically necessary and should be covered under our healthcare system.
The scientific evidence that supports its efficacy is staggering. The courts recognize that, as other jurisdictions have recognized it. This is best practices treatment for autism.
In 2000, the courts voted in favor of children like Aaron. The then NDP government appealed. In fact, the opposition Liberals said they couldn't believe it. Gordon Campbell actually wrote to one parent stating, "The NDP decision to appeal the recent ruling of Madam Justice Allen reflects a government that has consistently failed to act in the best interest of children." Future Solicitor General Rich Coleman also said to the Langley Advance, the appeal disgusts me completely. I'm so mad. The government should make the decision to fund." The appeal failed. The Liberals, like the NDP, now refuse to pay. The fundamental issue in this dispute is who decides spending priorities, elected officials and bureaucrats or the courts. It's an issue Victoria appears willing to take to the Supreme Court of Canada.
What was found here is that our children's charter rights were breached. Their equal right to access to health care was breached. That's against the law, and the government was the perpetrator of that. So who is going to redress that if it's not the judiciary? They have no option. They have to fix it.
Go and play.
No, try again.
Fortunately, Aaron's parents can afford to pay for his treatment. Most can't. The previous lawsuit and appeal applied only to 4 families, although the government at the time said it would apply to all families who have autistic children. Jean's lawsuit, if successful, would mean 1,400 BC families could get full low-VAS treatment for their children.
We asked to speak to Attorney General Jeff Plant about this latest lawsuit and about the government's actions on the other 2 lawsuits that it's already lost, but ministry staff didn't return our calls.